This video was sponsored by Panchino Carter, Bank of Japan. Without their support, we would not be able to make this video. Long ago in an age where everyone lied about everything, there lived a man named Theseus. Or at least some old Greeks said so. We'll come back to that later. This is Theseus, king of Athens. Theseus' father. Theseus killed him. He needed a son to take his throne. The oracle told him some words.
Do not loosen the bulging mouth of the wineskin until you have reached the height of Athens, lest you die of grief.
Like all people, he just thought the oracle's message was totally reliable, and not some new estrus and urnalar conception. So he went to an old king of Troezen named Theseus, who just happened to know what the oracle meant. According to Theseus, this meant that his daughter Aethra and Aegis had to have a child, so they do. Then Aegis leaves stuff under a rock and leaves. This is Aethra, Theseus' mother. She is not important. This is Theseus, king of Athens. But later, Theseus was raised in Troezen. He grew up though, so Aethra sent Theseus to Athens. He took the stuff under the rock and left. Along the way, he had to accomplish 6 labors against some slightly evil but more lunatic people. Theseus went over and cussed his officer, cause am I right? He met a guy called Periphetes who had a club. Periphetes said, I'm going to whack you with this club. Theseus said, oh cool club. Can I have it? Periphetes said, okay. So Theseus whacked Periphetes with his club. Theseus continued and met Sinis, who liked tying people onto trees and flinging them into space. So Theseus tied Sinis onto a tree and flung him into space. Theseus continued and, oh look, mythical pig. Time to kill it. Theseus continued and found a weird man named Sciron who was a weirdo and demanded his feet be washed. Theseus promptly pushed him off the cliff. Theseus continued and, being the Heracles he was, decided to wrestle Hercules because he wanted to. Then Theseus met Procrusteus, who was another weirdo and liked inviting random strangers to sleep in his bed.
At this point I am required to make a public service announcement condemning such actions. If an unknown person or persons offers lodging for free, especially in Greece in its current state, realize that this is obviously a scam.
He stretched people to fit the bed exactly. Theseus didn't like this, so he chopped off Procrusteus' head. Also his legs for good measure. Theseus completed all 6 labors. And that's the end of the labors. When Theseus arrived in Athens, only Medea recognized him. This is Medea. She married Aegis. She didn't like Theseus, so she sent Theseus to kill the Marathonian bull. So Theseus killed the Marathonian bull. So Medea tried to poison Theseus. It took Aegis some time, but he finally recognized Theseus.
Actually he recognized only the sandals. Cause you can't be father if you can't recognize your own sandals.
So Aegis confiscated Medea's green card and kicked Medea out. Then Theseus killed some Palantides who wanted to take the throne when Aegis died. Now you might be asking, where the heck is the Minotaur? Here's the Minotaur. The end. Oh wait, there's more. Now you might be asking, where the heck is the Minotaur? This is the story of the Minotaur. This is King Minos, the guy who turned things into gold. Oops, that's someone else. This is King Minos, the first king of Crete. He sent his son Androgeus to the Pala, and Panama, and Goaton, and Panam. Forget it, the Olympic. His son won, so the Palantides killed him. Minos was slightly angry, so he sent his whole fleet to kill Athens. So Aegis, being the great king he was, surrendered his town, because it was tiny. Immediately Minos ordered 7 boys and 7 girls to be killed in the labyrinth every great year. The labyrinth was created by Daedalus, and housed the Minotaur, half mythical pig, half monkey, and was invincible. So Theseus, being the Heracles he was, decided to fight the Minotaur, because he wanted to. This is Ariadne. She loved Theseus at first sight, so she gave Theseus a piece of string, which he tied to the door of the labyrinth and dragged with him.
No, J0V1K, not that type of string.
Theseus walked straight through the maze and met the Minotaur. He killed the Minotaur. Then he followed the string back out the maze. He celebrated his escape with the other kids he was trapped with and Ariadne. Then he left Crete and abandoned Ariadne. When Theseus returned, he forgot that he was supposed to raise a white sail. The black sail meant that everyone died. So he just jumped off a cliff. Then he gets a sea named after him, and Theseus gets a throne. So win-win. This is Pirithous, not to be confused with Pythius. Pirithous is a prince of the Lapis. He is a fanboy of Theseus. They were gonna kill each other, but then they became best friends. They decided they needed to marry people. So Theseus chose Helen and they both tried to kidnap her. They failed. But Theseus, being the Heracles he was, remained captive on a rock in the underworld. Until Heracles saved him during his 12th labor. But Pirithous wasn't freed, and Theseus could not free him, so Theseus lost his best friend. Also there was this huge love web that would be too complex and boring to talk about, so we're not gonna talk about it, because I'm too lazy. Also Theseus didn't have a beard.